So this video is being shot at the entrance to the Three Peaks County Park, part of a broader public lands recreational area just west of Cedar City. And you can see that there are quite a bit of rocks, and that'll be the subject of our field trip today. But just for context, if we move out, looking back towards the east, you can see hills in the distance there. That's northeast of Cedar City, towards Parowan, and then some big hills there up towards Bryan Head Peak with snow on top of it, and then back towards Cedar City there in the distance, and some significant hills there as well. You should be thinking about, as a class for this video, why is there such an extreme change in topography? What's the cause of that? And also the timing of it relative to everything else that we're going to be looking at today in these videos on this virtual field trip for Geology 1225, Historical Geology. Your next task on this field trip is to identify what kind of rock this might be. And to do so, you're going to take a look at the size of the crystals and also their composition. So I'm going to zoom in slowly, trying to avoid shadows. So this is at a bit of an angle, but you can see that there are some large white crystals. And you might also notice a few elongated black crystals as well. And then in a few spots, you can even see places right here where there's an inclusion of a much finer grained rock, more finer crystal size, but still visibly crystalline amongst these coarser grains. So I forgot the scale bar in my bag, so keep with me for a second here. I'm going to pan over to the side and show you some larger inclusions, like that one there. Right? And it probably also has a rind around it, or a rim, I guess is the more appropriate term. And for scale, here is a scale bar. Right? So you get an idea of the rough scale of the crystals in this rock. So it's relatively coarsely crystalline with inclusions in it. And those inclusions look to be, in general, more rich in a darker mineral, which could have implications for how they formed and got included in this other rock. I like this spot because we can see a few more grains more clearly. So there's one of those dark elongated minerals I was talking about. So hopefully you remember what those are. And then there's these more also sort of rectangular, white chalky rectangular minerals. Right, a mix of those. Another elongate black one there, but dominated by these whiter minerals, and then smaller matrix material in between. You can see some dark minerals up in there in this, again, inclusion here. Some of those are weathering out more rapidly than the rest of the rock. So this is a little pit here. So this rock is more susceptible to weathering. And for this video, maybe speculate on why, based on the color and the mineralogy, or your estimates of the mineralogy, why this one might be weathering out more quickly than the rest of the rock. Okay, so as geologists or geology students, you should always be looking for clues, or maybe not looking, but be aware of clues about the landscape. There's a little drainage channel here coming off of the rocks, and you can see that there's a concentration of dark sand. This is going to play an important role in one of our later stops in this field trip. So this sand, I don't think we're going to be able to see it very well. Where's my finger? There we go. No, it doesn't look like it's going to work. It's very dark in color, and it's relatively fine grained. So I want you to be thinking about what those dark minerals might be. They could be directly from these rocks here. Well, almost certainly directly from there. But what are they related to? What bigger scale thing are they related to?